It's 8-8, y'all. Lionsgate portal. The gate is open. Sirius is aligned. And if you feel like your skin doesn't quite fit right the last 24 hours, that is real, okay? I'm doing my own ritual today, and I kind of walk you guys through what that could look like for you too. So welcome back, loves. Welcome if you're new here to the sanctuary. I'm G, of course. And before we get started and into the cards and everything, now remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Always, always use your own discernment, okay? I'm sharing what spirit has shown me. All right, loves. So I have some channeled messages. I have some other stuff I want to go over with you guys. And some questions before we get into cards. So, a couple of days ago, we talked about what to release. And then yesterday, we were talking about what we were calling in for this portal. Okay. So, now today, with the portal fully open, okay, this is the day to actually move this energy. Okay. So, ritual is how you kind of tell your nervous system, the universe, spirit, that you actually mean it. Okay. So before we get into the ritual, I want to talk about how this is actually landing in your body because portal energy is strong and it's not just spiritual, it's physical too. So some of you maybe have been feeling wrecked the last day or two, maybe tired in a way that sleep just does not fix. Okay. Emotional out of nowhere, maybe dreams that feel too real, or it could even be the opposite, like an electric can't sit still type of feeling. Both are totally valid, okay? Your body is processing all of the energy and the frequency shift, okay? So it's not just your mind, and you're definitely not going crazy. So let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching the replay, how have you felt the last 24 to 48 hours? I'm curious, so I want to see. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Javon. If you're just joining, feel free to say hey in the chat. Let me know where you're joining from, your zodiac sign, and how you've been feeling the last 24 to 48 hours, whatever you feel comfortable sharing. We are going to get into pools in a bit. We're just going over a few things, okay? So here's why today is the day for ritual and not just journaling, not just thinking about it, okay? Intention is the seed and ritual is the planting. Okay, so if you can actually visualize that process, and if you've ever planted anything in your life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, because you can want change all day long, but the body and spirit respond to action, okay, to symbol, to movement, to something physical. So that says I really mean it. Okay, so that's why I'm doing mine today. So if you guys feel called, you can too. And remember, when we really, really want something and don't take action on it, it expresses in lack energy. Okay. Wanting something means that you don't have it yet. So hopefully that's what clicked for me with the difference when I first got started into this. Okay. And sometimes when you feel there's nothing else you can do, like everything is kind of beyond your control, ritual is the one thing you can do because everything is energy and you can shift energy on your own. Okay. So everything is energy. Think about that. If everything is energy and we can do energy work, we can work with everything. Right. So when you feel like there's nothing left that you can do, maybe everything's falling apart, ritual is what you can do. Okay. Thank you, PP. Oh, Georgia. PP coming out of feeling stuck. Well, I'm glad you're coming out of it. Javon, thank you for the sunflower and clover. Thank you, Melissa. Gemini. Capricorn, Gemini, and Libra, right, Javon? Okay, we got a good mix today. All right. So, my ritual is going to involve burning an old contract, okay, that no longer serves me, some present tense statements, and my money bowl with some candle magic, okay? So that's what I'm doing today. And I do custom rituals written so that you can learn to do your own for yourself. Or if you're not there yet or don't feel comfortable with it, I can actually perform them for you on my altar. Okay. And that's all on my site, sanctuary444.com. So if you guys want more information on that, check it out. You can also message me if you want more info or if you want to work with me one on one. Okay. So a common misconception is that rituals have to be this big, elaborate thing, okay? Or specific colors or specific things. You can do a very simple ritual even if you don't have much, okay? And I do have some very simple ones on my website too. But it can be lighting a candle and speaking your intentions out loud. It can be writing it and burning it safely, obviously. You know, the form matters less than the intention behind it, if that makes sense. Okay. And what you activate today through ritual, the eclipse on the 12th that's coming, we're going to have a total solar eclipse on the 12th, is going to test. Okay. So make sure you do this with your whole chest. Okay. Intent, mean it. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions on that before we get into. Thank you, Javon. Yes, definitely hit the like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things, especially so you get the notifications when I go live. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions on any of that, we're going to go ahead and into the polls. We're going to do charms first, then I'm going to pull from the tarot and some clarifiers. Oh, I did want to let y'all know something too. We have a spirit cat here with us. So I don't know if anyone has had a cat, a beloved cat that passed on, whether recently or not. But we do have a spirit cat here with us today, okay? That I saw just before I went live. So if we hear movement or anything, or if anything else comes up, I'll let y'all know. But that may end up coming into our reading. And then another thing I wanted to ask you guys, well, I'm in story time. No. I do have a question here, but first, so today I encountered someone, and I fortunately don't encounter this a lot nowadays, okay? But today I encountered someone who made me kind of uncomfortable. And it was just an energy thing. I'm an empath, I'm very spiritual, very in tune, so I tend to feel everything. And it was a feeling first, and then it was the eyes. I see a lot in people's eyes, okay? And this person, there was just, and you know, I work with darkness, and dark doesn't always mean evil, you know, and I believe that there's some good in all people. But there was just this something there, okay, that was very uncomfortable. Just this, I'm gonna call it, I hate to say, you know, people have good energy and bad energy, you know, it seems kind of judgmental in a sense, but there was definitely, I'm just going to say ill intent. Okay. And so for the first time in quite a while, I felt, you know, uncomfortable with that. And it was in a situation where I couldn't necessarily, you know, leave right away. So, you know, sometimes you have to sit with discomfort. And maybe all of our choices in the moment suck. So that's a message for somebody. And then I'm just kind of curious, like, what do you guys do? Of course, I had to do a cleanse, I had to do some rest afterwards because it was pretty draining for me. Energy drains me anyway. So you know, I'm feeling better coming off of that now, but I'm just curious, what do you guys do if and when you encounter quote unquote bad energy? Or you know, I'm just kind of curious to see what you guys do. Oh, Melissa, you had a cat pass that you love very much. Oh, could be yours. Yes, yes, it is a good time for cord cutting, Melissa. I do them. Okay, I'll see as I go along if you guys put anything else in the chat. I'll catch up with you. Okay, so I'm taking a little sip of my coffee here. I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys and kind of see what you guys do, if you do anything. If you might not do anything. I used to not back in the day. So okay, I'm going to pull charms first. I said, so I'll have to see if your cat comes through for me, Melissa. All right, charms. Okay, we got all letters this time, you guys. D, U, C, like duck without the K. Ah, could be in any order. Interesting. I don't know if that resonates with any of you guys. D, U, C, all pink and purple too. All right, we're going to start with our Quick Whispers deck here. See what comes out. As kind of the overall theme before we get into our tarot here. We got our Leo card out since it's the Lionsgate portal, just to kind of, might actually put this guy here, kind of watch over us. Ooh, we got two. All right, let's see. Speak your truth. Love it. King of Spades. And the Black Joker. Expect the unexpected. Oh, it's a good time for that. Ooh, ooh. All right, so King is masculine energy, it's authority, leadership, mastery. Okay. And then we also got spades, which is air energy or swords in tarot. So thoughts, conflict, truth, decisions. It does say speak your truth. So that makes sense. And then our Black Joker card here. And Joker is unpredictability, kind of trickster energy, which is funny because that came up last night. The trickster energy. Maybe taking a leap of faith. Sometimes it's chaos or, the wild card. And it does say expect the unexpected. So that makes sense with the wild card, okay? See what else we get here. Javon, money means everything to you nowadays. Money is energy. So are you calling it in, Javon? I'm always curious when people say that are very money focused. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you know, you know. That's a Seinfeld reference, but um, that are very money focused or money motivated is like, what are you doing to call it in? Um, because that matters too. Like I was saying earlier, and it might have been before you came in, Javon. It's like we can want all day long, but what's the intent and the action behind it? Okay, so let's see. Whoa, we got a lot here, and by that I do not mean hustle. If you guys know me, you already know that. Oh, this is good. Oh, we got the tower again. Oh, okay. This is a really good spread here, you guys. My goodness. Wow. Oh, all right. Capricorns, we got the devil card here. That's your card. Some people get offended by that. Don't be offended by it. Okay. We've got how many cards we have here? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Ooh, good number. Contrary to popular belief. I hope you guys can see them all, but I'll hold them up as I talk about them anyway. Hi, is it Summit or Suman? Suman? Oh, you're asking why, Javon? Why money is all you care about right now? Oh, and you feel stuck. Okay. We'll get into this. Confirmation for my fur baby. Gotcha. Okay. Looks like someone has a love question. Okay, you guys. Yep. Put your questions in the queue. I will get to them. We're going to get through this spread here. And as you guys were asking these questions, because there's a bit, I'm my estimate's 10 seconds. There's a bit of a delay between like what I say and when you guys respond and when, you know what I mean? So we kind of cross each other's paths. You're asking things as I'm kind of already answering it sometimes, which makes complete sense because it's tarot, right? But just so you guys are aware of that. And then sometimes, it scrolls up. So I have to kind of catch up on the chat. But anyhow, so we're going to go through this spread. And if your questions aren't answered with that, because the answer might be in here, then I'll pull for you guys individually as well. Okay. So first off, we have the Queen of Swords. Look at this imagery here. So, queen, of course, is feminine energy, okay? Wisdom, intuition, emotional intelligence, receiving energy. You see here, she's kind of sitting um, on, I don't know if this is like a deck or a boat, but she's sitting here. You can see water in the background. You can see flags, a blue one, a yellow one, a red one. And she's holding her sword, but you see it's in a restful position. She's not like, she's prepared if she has to go to battle, but she's not like, necessarily in fight mode. She's kind of contemplating. There's a bird overhead. So yeah, this is significant here. Okay. And swords, what I was going to say is again spades or air energy. Okay, so if we've got air signs in here, then that would make sense. But it's again thoughts. Okay, decisions. So we got that here with both our cards earlier. Okay, our spades speak the truth. Spades are swords energy. Okay, you see here he's holding a sword too. And isn't it funny how playing cards are kind of based off of tarot cards? I won't get into the history, but if you guys ever feel like going down a rabbit hole, look at the connection with that, like the history of tarot. There's even a tarot museum. I forget what state it's in, but anywho, um, it's pretty interesting. But I geek out on stuff like that. So then we've got the Tower card, 16, which is 7. All right. And 7 is widely known as like a luck and money number. So there you go, Javon. But it's also spirituality, wisdom, introspection, divine connection. Okay. And when we get 16 in numerology, before we can get to that 7, we do have to go through the tower moment, okay, which is similar to a death. It's like an event in our life that changes us. Okay, so it's kind of, you see here the squirrel is watching his tree get destroyed by lightning. So think about that imagery, okay? And his acorns, some of them are burned and falling, but you see there are butterflies coming out of it, okay? Because with death, there is rebirth and growth. And then we have the Knight of Cups. This is a very romantic card. So someone maybe is feeling romantic lately, but it's again king energy. So about masculine energy, authority, mastery. So maybe someone's trying to master romance or something. There's a unicorn in the background. So maybe someone is looking for their unicorn, their special one. Okay. He's got a picnic set up, he's holding some roses. All right. And of course, cups now is water energy. Okay. So all about love, emotions, relationships, healing. Okay. It's also hearts. Okay. Excuse any background noise, you guys. Then we've got the sun card. I'm going to put this all together for you guys too. Okay. And look how joyful she looks here, how joyous. Okay. This is 19, which breaks down to 2. Okay. And that's balance, partnership, duality, again, choices. So we're seeing a lot here about relationships and choices. Okay. And the sun card makes total sense because we're in Lionsgate portal and sun is kind of a sign of the lion. Anybody want some ice cream? Okay, and now we have the 3 of cups. Okay, and 3 is communication, collaboration, connection. Okay, and you see here there are 3 women and they're kind of embracing each other, and one even has the Trinity symbol tattooed on her back, and they're looking up at the stars in a field of lavender. So beautiful imagery here. And again, with cups, okay? So water energy, love, emotions, intuition, again, relationships. Okay. So whether you're a water sign or it's emotions, a lot of purple in that card too. Um, we'll get into the colors. All right, because you'll notice there's a little bit of a pattern here. And this one, we kind of have like all the colors of the rainbow. It looks like here her dress is rainbow colored. And this one, oh, it's upside down. I don't do reversals, but this one, the 8 of Wands, has kind of rainbowy colors too. Now that could be LGBTQ plus, doesn't have to be, because rainbows are a spiritual thing too, and we'll talk about this. And then we have the World card, and this one has a lot of sacred geometry on it. Okay, beautiful sacred geometry. So if you're into symbolism, and again, her dress is rainbow colored, and it's the World card, and it's 21, which breaks down to 3. Okay, another 3, you guys. We're getting a lot of 3 energy here. So again, connection, collaboration, community. Okay, and she's here inside this circle. Okay, so that's kind of what we call our community, our circle, right? And it's the World card. So the world is out there, you guys. The world is yours, so to speak. Um, yeah, we're going to put all this together. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. 4 is stability and protection. A lot of earth colors here. Okay, and Pentacles are earth energy. Hello, Capricorns. Um, and that's all about money, body, work, home, value. Okay, so those of you that were also asking about money, and we're going to pull from our success deck for that too. But here she's feeling very guarded. She's kind of clutching her purse, looking the other way. Looks like there's a whole community like of homes behind her, between her and the mountain. Okay, so there's some sort of mountain here you're not getting over related to maybe work and money. You're feeling quite guarded. So maybe you're being a little stingy or not so generous with your money. Um, Generosity actually brings in more flow. So it's contrary to what a lot of people believe. A lot of people think, oh, I don't have a lot, I can't give. Of course you want to give from your overflow, but also being grateful and sharing. Sharing even when you don't have a lot can bring in more for you. I'm not saying go, starve yourself to give your last penny to someone. We want to give from our overflow. But a lot of times, that's the thing, is that we're holding on. It creates a stagnant energy to where you're like hoarding the similarities here. Look at the joy. Look at the joy. Okay. And here 9 is all about release, endings. One of you is asking about cord cutting. Okay. So this is big too. 9 is big release energy. That's what a cord cutting is. You're releasing, you're severing a connection with someone or something, usually someone. And you see here, all of her cups are in the air. There's light just bursting from her, right? There's even a little plant kind of growing from the bottom of her dress. She's jumping out of a treasure chest full of gold. And again, with the cups energy, okay? Cups, water, love, relationships, hearts. Mhm. And then we have the devil card, which is 15 or 6. So harmony, love, family, responsibility. This is very well known as the Capricorn card. Okay. And you see here, this guy, he kind of has like this, I don't know what you would call this imagery here. I almost want to say like bad boy hippie style. But he's got his shirt off, he's got tattoos, his hair's kind of blowing in the wind, right? But you see here, he's a puppeteer. So he's got someone on strings, and they look completely distraught. They're holding their head. They've kind of got a hoodie on. They almost look like they're a shadow or something. So someone else is pulling the strings here. We're going to talk about it. And then we've got our 8 of Wands, very colorful. So you notice here we're seeing some shadow things in with all of the light. This is significant, you guys, and we're going to get to it. 8 on 8, 8, abundance, power, karma, cycles. You might think, why is karma in with abundance? Definitely for a reason. Okay, we're going to talk about that too. And more wands energy, you guys. This is fire or clubs energy. Okay, action. Remember, we were talking about action today, creativity, spiritual force. And then we have another king card, King of Wands. Okay, so again, king is that masculine energy, fire is wands energy. So, authority, mastering something, leadership. Look, there's even a lion in the background. So, Leo energy, it is the Lion's Gate portal today. So, definitely fitting. And then we have here the 6 of Wands. Okay, and again, wands is more of this fire energy, you guys. Action. I told you today is about action. Okay, and 6 is harmony, love, family, responsibility. So we're getting this quite a bit. And you see here, she's on stage with a torch and a wreath. And usually we put a wreath like on our door, right? And here she's got it on her torch, which is lit. And she is on a stage. Look at all the lights. All significant. Okay, and last but not least, we have the Page of Swords. Again, with the swords energy, you guys. And swords, again, is air or spades. And this is all about truth and decisions, thoughts. Remember, we said speak your truth was kind of the theme. And you see here, she's holding a book. She is holding a book. This is significant. She has birds flying over her, and she's holding on to 4 light bulbs. Okay, so someone's got a bright idea or multiple ideas. It could be for a book, could be speaking your truth, telling your story. Okay, I'm catching up. Hey, McFinney, love the handle. Scotland, I was just gonna say, is that Irish or Scottish? Oh, don't be mad. I know they're kind of usually at odds with each other. Okay, cool. I've got some Irish and Scottish ancestry in me. So hello, hello. You're a Cappy, okay. Big Capricorn energy today. Javon, tattoo and no shirt. Yep. He said that to me. All right. If you guys are just joining, welcome, welcome. Feel free to say hey in the chat. Let me know where you're joining from, your zodiac sign, and if you've got any questions. All right, so we're going to kind of put this together into this picture, and then I want to pull. I know one of you wants a love pull, one of you wants a career money pull. Let me know if I missed any too, because I tried to just kind of scroll through the chat just now. All right, so there's a big kind of blockage here with money and love. And I know that this has been coming through a lot in the collective lately, okay, you guys? And you really are the key here. And this is telling us, confirming for us what I was already saying, is that right now is the time to act on these things. It's action, okay? So ritual, taking aligned action. Okay. So whatever you're feeling called to do, but there is something here for those of you feeling stuck in your career and in money. You have the idea. Okay. You are sitting on it and just not acting. For some reason, there's the blockage here and you're not acting on the ideas that you have that could bring you in money. And there's also a little bit, like I said, of holding your, clutching your purse, holding, maybe even holding all your cards. Okay. So whether you're thinking, oh, this is the game and I got to play it right. I don't want to show all my cards in whether that be in money and love, whatever it is, someone's having this kind of, it's almost like a stingy energy. Okay. And that has to be released if you're wanting to receive. You're not going to receive with that type of energy. Okay. At least not anything significant. So we're wanting to get to these here, right? We want to feel these things. All right. Oh, here's another too. All right. Look at all of these. All right. So this is going on, but you're not taking action. Okay. And maybe with this devil card, someone else is pulling the strings here. With this being the devil card, I'm getting at your shadow side. Okay. But we want this. We want this sun energy and, the world, this community, close community. Look, some of you guys want the spotlight, you just, maybe you want it all. And that's okay. Maybe the spotlight is one of the things that you're wanting. But you're not taking action on it, whatever this action is. Okay. There's some sort of block here. All right. Hi, Lizzie. Gemini, welcome. Alabama. You want me to pull from the success deck for finance, or do you work in finance? I'm getting you on a finance pull. Okay, I'm catching up on the chat, guys, because I'm going to go do the personal polls now. Melissa, I'm going to pull one for you about this cord cutting thing. Let's see what's going on here real quick. If you're still with us. If not, you will see it on the replay for Melissa Spirit. Oh, the Pathfinder. Yes, definitely cord cutting. Because you need to go on your own without this. So whatever this connection is, you are meant to walk a different path. Okay. That was from Melissa. Javon, I think, is next. Pull from, I'm going to do a tarot and then the success deck. Okay, Javon. I do the green tarot, green because it's about money. For Javon Spirit. Two of trees. Okay. So there's definitely growth to be had here. But with getting the twos tells me some sort of balance. This could also be a choice that you need to make or a partnership. Um, yeah, you're in the desert. Two of trees here, and there's really no trees. It almost looks like Stonehenge. Lots of stone, desert, dry. Okay, so finances have been very dry for you lately, Javon. And there's kind of a cloud overhead. Okay, there is a light shining, but maybe you felt isolated, kind of abandoned in a sense, like abandoned in the desert. There's like two teeny little, they look like leaves to me, not even trees. Okay, things have been very, very dry for you lately. Um, this is interesting. Things are cracking though. The ground here is cracking. So yeah, I think there's some sort of choice that you need to make here. Let's pull from the success. Oh, one fell out, so we'll take that one. Let's see what else for Joanne. Stable income, yeah. So maybe things that have not been stable, whatever it is that you've been doing. An idea you have could make you money. What did I say earlier, you guys? What did I say with this? Where'd it go? With the Page of Swords. And you see her, she's balancing on the sword. Okay, so this adds to it, you guys. So again, the sword is air energy. Okay. So hello, Gemini. So again, with the decisions, okay, I said there was some sort of decision here that you need to make with this card, Javon. And here it's kind of been a balancing act for you. And I said that there's some sort of idea you're sitting on. And this says an idea you have could make you money. Okay. A stable income. All right. And what is it? It's your calling. There is a book on this card that could have something to do with it. Journaling, writing, maybe speaking your truth. I don't know, but it's definitely your calling. Okay, gotcha, Lizzie. Gotcha, McFinney. You're in the queue. Okay, so that was Javon. Now we've got Suman. Current feelings for Swati. All right, so love deck. So I think it was Sumit's feelings for Swati is what that was. Swati spirit. Let's see. Love is in the air. Oh, love is in the air. So that one was for you, Suman. All right, Lizzie, finance. For Lizzie Spirit. Lizzie, market your idea. You're getting a lot of this today, you guys. Got some people full of ideas and talent. Market your idea, Lizzie. Okay. McFinney, do you need to move on from your person? We'll do yes, no, and love deck for you, McFinney. How good is it in Scotland? I hear it's beautiful. I've never been. Okay, does McFinney need to move on from this person? Ooh, came flying out. Yes. Yes, you do, McFinney. We got the six of spades here. Yes, but take it slowly. Choose the path of least resistance. I think you know that this won't be easy. Okay. So, yes, you need to move on from your person, but take it slowly. Okay. For some reason, I feel like I want to say safely. Okay. So, I don't know if this person's toxic or maybe a little chaotic. Maybe, they're not going to react well. So yes, but take it slowly. We got spades, which is air energy, whether that's I think you did say you were Gemini, but you could also be dealing with that. But it's also swords and tarot, okay? Thoughts, conflict, decisions, endings, battles. You're protected, so it's not to instill fear, okay, but awareness. And then it's also the six, okay, so that's all about kind of family and responsibility. So maybe you're feeling responsible for this person, or you do feel kind of like their family in a sense, but you know that yes, this connection needs to end romantically, at least anyway. Okay, let's pull from the love deck too. All right, let's see what's going on for McBinney. All in. Okay. So maybe you were kind of all in with this person and something went awry, McFinney. So now you need to get all out. But again, take it slowly, okay? You're welcome. Oh, and PB, you said you were feeling stuck. Let's see here. We will pull from the green one for you too, PP. Let me know though if you want the success deck, because I think you, Javon, we're both kind of similar here. Oh, one came flying out. Nine of embers. Ooh, look at this. A volcano erupting. And nine is endings, completion, release. There's a lot you need to release here, PP. You are a volcano about to erupt. If you do not release what you are holding on to, it is going to erupt and it's going to be ugly. That's what this tells me. Look at this imagery. And also, embers is fire. So you might have fire in your chart, be dealing with the fire sign. There's some sort of flame there still. And that could be anger, it could be, needed shadow work, but a lot needs to be released here. So if you're feeling stuck, that's why. You're welcome, McFinney. 100%. Yeah, okay. So you know. That makes sense. All right, let's see PP. Let's pull from the success one for you. Oop, I think we got a few here. Something better, PP. New opportunity incoming. Okay. Paying clients and a raise. Ooh, I like this. Yeah. So you need to release all of that because look what's waiting for you. Something better, new opportunity, paying clients and a raise. Affirm it. Release what needs to be released, especially right now with this portal, you guys. You want to take the action, okay? Release, act, call it in with intent. Hi, Bit. Yes, you can. Let me know where you're joining from and your sign. And yes, you can ask the question for sure. We're doing polls now for a little bit longer. And happy Saturday, y'all. Well, at least where I am, it's Saturday or Saturn Day. If you know, you know. Oh, okay. Oh, you're a Saji. Welcome, fellow Saji. Me too. From India. Ooh. I studied from a school in India. Love it. Okay, does my man love me for real? That's a yes, no one. So we'll do yes, no, and then love deck. So does Bits man love her for real? Spirit. Oh goodness, we got two cards. I don't like that. So I'm gonna reshuffle. And usually that tells me you know the answer. Of course, you must have some sort of doubt if you're asking. But let's see here. Ooh, that came flying out. No. No, we got the five of clubs. Five is all about conflict and change and being clubbed. This fire energy makes sense because you're a Saggy. It's also wands and tarot. So action, movement, no. And it says you need to get through the situation first. So there's some sort of situation you need to get through first. But yeah, I'm getting no. I'm getting moving on. I think you need to move on. But let's pull from the love deck. And I know some of this may be sometimes you guys what you don't want to hear, but it's definitely what you need to hear. The cards and energy do not lie. And I am the messenger, okay? He's a bit stuck in his life. Oh, okay. Uh, what did I say? I said you already know, and it came out you already know. And there's something in a text message. Oh, yeah, and it could be that there is love there between the two of you, but how can I put this? I'm a very blunt person, if you guys haven't realized that yet. So love is not all you need. And I hate to say that because I love love, you guys. Don't get me wrong. I love love. I used to be the person that would say and write all over love is all you need, love is all you need. But when it comes to relationships, it is not because there can be all the love in the world, but there's not other things in line. But I also believe when it comes to love, certain things go hand in hand, like respect, etc. Somebody needs to hear this. Um, so if he's feeling stuck in life in general, then he just may not be at a place in his life where he can love you the way you need to be loved, if that makes sense. So it may not be about you personally. Okay. It may be about him, not to give you the whole, it's not you, it's me thing. But that could very much be what the cards are saying, why the no came out. Okay. So don't take it as like, oh my God, he's been lying to me this whole time. He doesn't love me. I'm not necessarily saying that, although that could be true. But what I'm getting here more is that, and it says you need to get through the situation first. That could be him. He needs to get through whatever this is he's stuck in. Okay. And then that's on you. You have a choice to make if you are willing to work with that and wait on that. I'm getting moving on energy. Okay. And it's tough when someone's not in a place in their life to love you correctly. Okay. So that's where kind of self care and self love comes in. So might be something for you to sit with. And you're a Saggies, so I know you're passionate, I know you're fiery, I know you love hard. Okay, good. I'm glad that makes sense. I'm glad you just needed clarity. I'm just now reading those messages of yours. Yes, I know you're a Saggy, so you can take it. Like, we're tough and we're very blunt. So um that's how I am in life, and that's how I read, because I'm just like, some people think it's harsh. I try not to be harsh, but I'm just very blunt, very tell it like it is type person. So you get it because you're a Saggy. He is too. Oh my goodness. No wonder you got the clubs. Yeah. And I said that you're a fire sign. You might be dealing with one. That makes sense. It's very fire. And male Saggies are kind of a different breed too. And they really like to have like everything into place. And of course, there's healed and unhealed versions, right, of all of us. But a lot of times they like to have everything in place. I used to be very much that type of person. Like I had to have all my T's crossed and I's dotted before I moved on something. And I was very much a perfectionist. So that might be something he needs to kind of release. So yeah, two Saggies. Goodness, I don't know because I never dated my own kind, so to speak. I never dated another Sagittarius. But I've obviously dealt with plenty of them, clients and friends and family. Um, so yeah, I know we are. I want to say a rare breed, but like we're a lot. We're a lot, and that's okay. We're not everybody's cup of tea, but we're somebody's shot of tequila. No, whatever it is you like to drink. Oh, he's November. Yeah, that's me. Okay, you're December, Saggy. Yeah, there is a difference there. And of course, looking at your whole chart, which I don't know, but I do those. That makes sense. And then depending on how close you are to the cusp of Capricorn too, because that also matters. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Anything I missed in the chat? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll go into our affirmations and kind of wrap up. For some reason, I feel like I need to pull one more card. Let's pull from a different deck, and then we'll go into it. If you can't tell, I'm very into the zodiac. I actually have been very into zodiac signs since I was like, oh gosh, since probably a preteen. I got into it. Like I remember as a kid, I would read about it, get books from the library. I know I'm aging myself. Read it in magazines. Always looking at horoscopes. Like ever since I was very young, been into zodiac. Um, and my mother was into zodiac as well. And I don't even know why this is coming up, but maybe somebody needs to hear it or wants to hear it. Um, And then more recently in my life, I've gotten into, because that was mostly Western astrology, but more recently I've gotten into the Vedic side of it as well. And I now do Vedic readings as well as Western. And your sign changes, depending on which one you go with. And it's very interesting, very, very interesting. So maybe somebody needs to look into their Vedic chart. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. If you feel called, make sure to subscribe so you see when I go live again. We are going to be going live, you guys, tomorrow. So we're going to do shadow work live again. We're not going to get cut off this time. So our Jungian based shadow work, I'm going to share something with you guys that I've been working on personally with my own shadow work. And we'll talk about that, and we'll do some pulls from our shadow decks. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a vibe. So probably, I'm going to say late morning, early afternoon. It's probably more early afternoonish. I'm going to try to go a little earlier than I did today. So if you're subscribed and have your notifications on, you'll get alerted when I do go live. And again, all the information you guys may need are always in my bio and usually the description of every video that's out. So my email is up on my bio, my other social media links, the website, sanctuary444.com, where you can work with me one-on-one if you feel called. And if you guys ever have questions before booking something, like you're not sure what to book or what to do, you can always email me. My personal email is listed on my channel. Okay. Also very active on Threads if you want to check me out there. I don't have Facebook, and I have an Instagram, but I don't really go on too much. So basically here in Threads is where I'm most active social media wise. All right. Confirmation for my fur baby. Performer. Ooh. Oh, you know what? We got this one. I was saying that somebody wanted to be on stage. Maybe somebody's meant to be a performer, you guys. Go for it. I'm hearing "Don't Forget Me." I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody's worried they're going to be forgotten. All right, let's pull our affirmations, guys, and we will close out. Affirmation spirit. Oop, oop, oop. All right. Ooh, I release fear. We were talking all about release earlier. I love this. Okay, Spirit wants you to start affirming these. I'm confident. I'm surrounded by positive energy. I say that one to myself every day. I am enough. I am good enough. Ooh, so maybe there's some confidence stuff here, you guys. We got I am confident. I am enough. I am good enough. So maybe someone's not feeling good enough. Okay. Oh, I don't like anybody feeling like that. So if you are, check out too. I have a freebie on the site, you guys. I'm not just trying to push my site. It's a 21-day challenge on how to talk better to yourself. Okay. So basically things to stop saying to yourself and what to replace it with positive affirmations. And let me tell you, it's life changing, you guys. Change your mindset, change your life. Okay. All right. So Spirit wants you to know and start affirming. I release fear. I am surrounded by positive energy. I am confident. I am enough. I am good enough. Thank you, PP. Thank you to each and every one of you beautiful souls that joined and the ones that watch on the replay. Definitely drop me a comment if it resonated. Let me know what. I love hearing all the backstories from you guys. Love hearing from you guys, period. Okay. And again, check out the site, message me. Make sure to join us tomorrow for our live shadow work, which is going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it. And the energy is great because we're Lionsgate right now. Okay, you guys, the next 2 weeks is going to be very powerful. So it's important that you get your rituals in. If you need help with it, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time, hopefully tomorrow. And until then, sending light, love, and healing. And I hope this helped. Thank you.